The first time that I actually made a black protagonist was in Mass Effect in 2010. And that felt really, really great. Basically, your fully customized Commander Shepard has to enter a space station and rendezvous with 2 characters.
Don't you mean escape or leave a space station because they were in it and comatose for 2 years? But I'm sure all you ableists only ever think about entering space stations.
Jacob Tailor and Miranda Lawson, but you meet Jacob first.
Actually, you meet Miranda first over the intercon and then Jacob in person. This person is assuming my visionary status. Clearly, this ableist cares more about looks than sounds.
And for those of you who don't know, Jacob is a black man. He's a Marine.
A terrorist.
And he's your first kind of like point of contact, so.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
Your first interaction with him, you're like crouching behind cover and you're having like a close quarters conversation.
Remember the basics of CQC.
Okay.
And when this happened in the game, it was this really powerful and remarkable moment for me because it was 2 black characters talking one-on-one, and neither of them is cast as a criminal. They're not a sidekick, they're not a savage, they're not a stereotype, they're not a gang member. And they're the only 2 people on screen in this moment talking about something much greater than them.
Let me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Whoa! And it was just like really, really, really nice. I left off a really. But I was so happy about this moment that I actually took my phone out to text my white best friend. And I was like, wow, it was really just cool to see this scene in this game. Can you believe it?
What?
And I was halfway through the text when I realized, like, oh, she isn't gonna see that because her Shepard doesn't look the same as mine. But I texted her anyway because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna share this moment of joy for me, and she's my best friend, so she has to be happy about it. I'm gonna share this moment of joy for me, and she's my best friend, so she has to be happy about it. And her response, while not surprising, was still very touching because she said, I've never seen that either. And holy moly, that's cool. And I told some other friends at that point. I was kind of like excited about it, and they weren't all black, these friends. They weren't all targeted by this moment that I had experienced, but they all felt the same thing when they heard me tell my story, and when they heard that it was a new kind of term, and that the general idea was, holy moly, representation is cool. But in my Mass Effect experience, this is almost an accidental form of representation because it's something that's a possibility. It's not guaranteed for any player depending on the kind of character and the Commander Shepard that you make. So I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if this wasn't an accident, but it was actually the intention of the game designers? What if they actually said, you know what?
No, as the humans say, up yours, die.
Believe it. Ow! You are mad, do you know that? Heavy risk, but the prize.